children. So this is Dishonored. I don't know. Let me just look it up. Let me look it up when Dishonored was made, because and you guys know I'm not one for complaining about bad graphics. Oh nope, that's the trailer. 2012. I mean, it's kind of like Long Darky. Long Darky. The Long Dark. It's kind of like that. I like the storyline so far. The storyline's sick. But I mean, I'm shocked. Like, Bethesda game. They're all. It's still good. It's still a good game. I'm shocked. I'm completely shocked. Oh shit. I like the game though so far. Publisher Bethesda, but developer Arcane. Oh, that might have something to do with it. 2012. Okay. If anything, I hope Bethesda people learn from their mistakes. Well, I don't know if this was a mistake. Unreal Engine and Bethesda don't mix. No, can we talk about how Ubisoft is trying to... Ubisoft has reached sellout levels, I think. How they're remaking the Ezio collection or whatever, also known as the only good Assassin's Creed.
The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews.
Honestly, okay,
Unless
Revelation
Revelation
was a stretch, but it was still good. It was still good. I beat Revelations. That was the first Assassin's Creed game that I beat. And then my brother had the whole collection on PS3, so I played it all. First one I beat, and then the second one, like I said, I was hung up on that one. Brotherhood, beat it. I beat AC3, also known as the best Assassin's Creed, and the last good one. The first one, I'm not gonna lie, it was bad. It was bad. It was like, I mean, it was clearly low budget. That's probably usually what game developers do. They shoot, and if it's a miss, it was what happened with Back to the Future, if you guys didn't know. They didn't think it was going to be a big thing, so they went really low budget on it, and then people went absolutely crazy. Kind of like with Far Cry. Ubisoft was like nothing back then, though, so... Have you guys seen Ubisoft's new platform that they make you download when you want to play multiplayer on a game? Yeah, it's a piece of shit. Uplay, I think it's called. I like how you can look through the keyhole. That's pretty... I've never seen that in a video game before. I wouldn't call myself a video game expert yet, but give me 2 years. No, I'm not even joking. Give me 2 years. And I'll have played most well-known games. I'm not even joking. At this rate, I've downloaded 8 games in the past 2 weeks, and I'm playing them. Usually, so far, I've been really good at detecting what a game is just by looking at the trailers. I know it sounds stupid and it sounds real. Like you look at the developer and you see their pattern. And you can see if they either under-exaggerate their games, which I've noticed a lot of people do. It's kind of weird, or they completely over-exaggerate it. Activision. But I mean, oh my god! Like here's a message to people: don't believe anything Activision throws out in their trailers anymore. Like, it's all BS. All of it. When was the last game Activision made that wasn't Call of Duty? Or they actually fully developed? They didn't just hand their engine over to someone. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. We're getting to the point where our graphics are looking real. Like, a few years ago, we got to the point where the TV, like, if you had an HD TV, and you had a good cable box, your TV looks real. And you'll notice now, if you have a TV like that at home, you've gotten used to it. And then as soon as you go back to one of those box TVs, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? And you notice the shittiness, when just a few years ago that was normal. But I mean, you look like, if you have, but I mean, we're getting to a point where it's looking real, and now we're in the kind of perfecting years, 2018, and that's why I keep saying the next Elder Scrolls, when it comes out in 2020, and that's a rough estimate, but don't try to believe that, like, you can think it, but it's not gonna happen. Like, Bethesda, oh my god, you're gonna make the Elder Scrolls and it's gonna come out in like 4 years, right? No, or no, it's gonna come out in like 4 months, right? No. No. They're fairly closed-mouthed when it comes to their projects. I mean, the only thing we've had for months has been that the person that runs Bethesda has been... I've read this so many times because it's the only thing we have, has been, quote, this is, and it's almost an exact quote, we're working on 2 big games, like Fallout and Elder Scrolls level games, that will be coming out before we even begin developing Elder Scrolls. But Elder Scrolls is so huge, it would be a mistake to start developing it now. He said they were in the early stages of it, and that's just like coding shit, and that takes forever. But I honestly don't want them to start now, if you think about it, because I think we will reach show-stopping, realistic, unbelievably realistic graphics within 3 years. So when it comes out in 2020, this game will break America. We're talking Pokemon Go levels. Beyond, I don't know this for a fact, but the reason why Pokemon was so big, Pokemon Go, was 1, because it had a huge audience before, and 2, because you could actually see these people outside. Like they were walking around. Fat asses that spent the last year in their mother's basement were walking around. Like that never happened before. So you never, like, you could drive by an apartment building and there could be 100 people playing frickin' empty bottle carry. Oh. I'm sorry, this was not about the game. I'm sorry. Most of this video. Man, I watched some of the videos that, like, the big YouTubers put out, like Leafy. He's not even... It's just... He just put the footage there and then he's talking over it. I hate Leafy. I like his attitude, because it's kind of like mine, just like screw everything. But I mean, all of his videos, I don't know how. This dude got 200,000 subscribers in a month with just doing the basic shit that he always does. It's disgusting, and he's so disrespectful to his own people. I get that his whole thing's about disrespect and all that, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, what the... Like, I see these big channels that just don't even frickin' talk to their viewers. It's disgusting. and they have to talk amongst themselves. Like, you should never have to do that.
Attention.
Okay, I get that it's animated, but I mean, this is 2012, when when Tomb Raider 20... Nah, shit, came out in 2014. But I mean, 2012 graphics are still good, but look at this. What is this? Like, look at this graphic. Look at this texture, I mean. What is this? Like, there's no depth to it. It's just, you know, in those old GT, it looks better farther away. But I mean, still. Come on. This came out after Skyrim. And it looks 4 years worse than it. And I have my graphics on high right now. All of them on max. I mean, it's not a bad game. I'm not saying that. It's just I'm still surprised. I'm incredibly surprised. Some things people don't realize about flintlocks or musket guns is that if you look down like this, the bullet will fall out. It will. Unless you're a pro at hacking it, but I don't know, man. People can't, like, think, like, oh, Bethesda, Elder Scrolls, whatever. Okay, when they release the name of it, that's when you should get excited. I wonder where they're gonna do it. Where it's gonna take place in Tamriel.
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive at cards.
I'm in no way an Elder Scrolls expert. Still working on that. But, if I had to guess, from what I've heard, like, if you play Oblivion, you'll find a lot of books on Skyrim and Morrowind.
Attention. Tomorrow's
which is where the games
will
are
be
based,
restricted to the personnel
or where
assigned to
the
event
editions
and
have been
approved
not
dignitaries
editions. I don't
only.
know what you want to call them, but where they've been released, and you hear a lot of stuff about that in the books that they have, which, by the way, is another show-stopping factor that makes Elder Scrolls so great. But you hear about all this and all that. They haven't released the location of where it's going to be in Tamriel, and from what I've gathered, Tamriel is the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. But here's what I think. Hammerfell. That's where I think it's going to be next. Because if you look at Elder Scrolls 1, it's not even Elder Scrolls 1, it's just Elder Scrolls Arena. It's not even a thing. Elder Scrolls 2 was a, I don't know what you call the type of game, but it's like one of those first 3D games like Doom and Escape from Castle Wolfenstein, where you turn horizontally and that's it. So I don't know how good that game was, or probably was very good at the time. But I think it's going to be in Hammerfell. From what I'm reading, it seems like a big enough place to base a game in. So that's what I think. I'm sorry. I know this video had like 0 gameplay, but maybe I'll make videos on it in the future where I'm actually playing it. It's hard to play this game and talk at the same time, though. Oh shit.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Oh, fuck me.
Better make a pass over here. We got a prowler on the loose. Huh? Someone help me
Oh,
out!
how did you see me? I'm in the dark, man. Screw you. I just cut off his face. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, what? You weren't even near me, man. We've seen arcade games fade into gaming history, and Bethesda has done a great job of bringing that back, but also incorporating the perfect amount I cannot emphasize that word more.
Unless
The
accompanied by an officer
perfect
of the walk.
amount
Escort through the solitary
of
must
new,
be
I don't know
scheduled
what you
in
want
advance.
to, new game attributes, I guess, of like leveling and all of that stuff. Because history has shown that people like games. People like when you put RPG aspects of like leveling up and stuff into regular normal games. People like that. Like people like controlling their gamers like control overall, which is why a lot of people like open world
Tomorrow's
games.
execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved
But
dignitaries only.
I mean, it's like people like that, and they've done a perfect job on Doom and Wolfenstein. I congratulate them. I can admit I'm a little bit of a Bethesda fanboy if that has not been established yet. But I love Bethesda, and I'll continue to love them. But so thank you for watching this video, and please make sure you subscribe. I need your support in this time of need. We need your support in this time of need. Please, to help the channel, to make this more enjoyable, I need you to subscribe. And if you watch this far, thank you very much. And noticed a lot of my videos lately have been getting like 5 views average. I have no idea if they're watching it fully. I doubt it, but I'd like to get a steady audience going. That would be fantastic. But anyway, I talk too much.